Hey everybody, it's Sisterhood Through the Leaf, and I'm Jill.
I'm Summer.
I'm Sarah.
And we're here to talk about today. There's a lot going on, right? Current event.
Lots.
And the topic came up, and you even did a little poll on your social. How does the lounge fit in with some of these political opinions and some of the news that's going on? So we're going to talk about that today.
I mean, I think the cigar, the cigar space allows for conversation. That's one of my favorite parts of the cigar space, right? Mm-hmm. It allows for conversation, but to what level, to what extent, and what topics? I did have a poll the other day about whether or not you play the news on the television in the lounge, because I feel very strongly one way. But I wanted to know what other people thought. And honestly, it was more even than I thought it would be.
Interesting.
But I firmly believe news should not be on in the lounge, because to me, the cigar space is kind of sacred. Mm-hmm. I don't want to bring in all that negativity and mess from the world in that space, because that's my relaxation space. That's my calm down, rejuvenate space, which is why I also smoke a lot on my own, by myself, on the patio without other people, because I don't have to turn the news on.
Right.
But what are your thoughts on having news and that being integrated into the cigar space?
5 years I've been here at Blaze, and not once have I turned on any news program at all, unless the weather comes on after a football game or a baseball game. But I feel that is a very hot, sensitive subject to keep out of a lounge and a relaxing space if you can. I've had direct requests during certain debates and political debates. We try to keep that to a minimum, though. I think like most lounges and bars, even outside of the smoking community, still try to do. That's
I feel like, we always, I think every show we say the Leaf unifies people.
Right.
And if it's unifying people, maybe stay away from politics in the discussion or current events or your opinions about the news. So I feel like if I took your poll, I would probably be like a hard no with like having CNN, CNBC, like those things. And everybody wants to know what's going on. You can just look at your phone.
Correct.
And even if you do know what's going on or you have an opinion about it, I'm feeling like it's best to be kept to yourself.
Yes.
Just a little temperature check in the lounge.
I will say that I've been in the lounge space before where we have had deep political, religious, racial conversations, but it's because I understood the makeup of the room. I could read the room. Mm-hmm. I understood that it was a safe space, and it wasn't so much of a divided space. And I'm not going to bring up a topic that I know is going to be divisive. Mm-hmm. And I think that's huge, because we don't need division in the one happy place that we have.
Right.
Because there's division everywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to experience that. I don't want to have to debate. I don't want to have to defend my opinions, thoughts, and feelings about something in the cigar space, because I just want to have a good time.
Right.
I just want to breathe.
What are your thoughts about, maybe you've been smoking with someone for years, and this happens. So let's put it out there. You've been smoking with somebody for years. Great conversation, great person, getting along, unified by the leaf, and they walk in. Maybe they have a MAGA hat on. What do you do?
I've been in that space a lot. I've been in that space a lot.
Right. What do you do?
I mean, I feel unless the conversation gets out of line, there are just some things you have to ignore. Like, no pun intended, but the elephant in the room. Yeah. Sometimes you have to ignore that elephant in the room. Yeah. difficult. But don't start none, won't be none. I
Do you
feel.
mention it all? Do you say, I didn't know you were Mac?
I mean,
I didn't know you're, I mean, you got a big hat on.
here's the thing. If you've spent time around folks for any length of time, especially as Black women, because we can read a room real quick.
Smell it so quick.
We can feel your energy real quick.
I don't know.
I've already known. You know what I mean? I've already known that
So you're not taking it back.
I'm not
You're
taking
not
it
like,
back.
oh,
I'm not taking it back. Right. I've already accepted you for your ideals and beliefs and thoughts. I may not agree with them, but I understand that you have the right to have those.
yeah, because it is a free country.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Choice.
But conversation-wise, when you start dipping in that pool of no, I can't dip with you. I got to take my boat and go the other direction because I'm going to tell you exactly what I think, and this isn't the space where I want to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Keep it chill. So drop in the chat what your opinion is about the news in the lounge. And how you handle people with different backgrounds, different political opinions. Because right now, there's a lot of strong political opinions.
Yes.
And a lot of divisiveness. So if the Leaf can unify people in the lounge, that's a great thing. We can be regular people. We can act like normal people.
Right.
Yes. Have some cool about yourselves.
Yeah.
Act like
We can act like human beings because that's what we all are.
Now, what do you do when it turns disrespectful in that space?
Ooh,
I was about to ask the same question.
great question. I don't know.
I mean, we touched on difficult conversation last episode.
Right.
I mean, so when it gets emotionally charged, because a lot of things right now are emotionally charged on both sides, how do you handle that? How do you diffuse it?
Well, I don't know. You guys manage the lounges. So does ownership intervene at some point when it's super heated, or do you watch this play out?
If it does become disrespectful, now if it becomes disrespectful to the point where you're throwing epithets out and you gotta go because you just aren't welcome.
You're disturbing everybody.
Yeah, everybody and everything and the energy at that point. So you have to go.
Okay. Volume phrases. If you can hear the tension in the voice,
Right.
where there's anger, you've got to squash that.
Make it nice for everybody.
I'm being a mother of three. I've trained myself to be able to hear everything that's going on while I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm sure you can relate.
Absolutely.
So I already hear as it's progressing, and I'm going to jump in with something funny, like to defuse it. I'm going to jump in with something off color, totally off topic, just to defuse the entire situation.
You don't want to like ruin that relationship with the customer.
Correct.
Or ruin, maybe this is a regular that just feels strongly about things and it's escalating. So you don't want to do that because everybody's welcome.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't be disrespectful of anybody.
Yeah.
And their opinions.
Right.
And how they feel.
I mean, I have had someone say at the lounge before, "Oh, you're that party. You're not welcome here." And while I knew he was halfway joking, I snipped it real quick and had to very vocally say, "No, everybody's welcome here. Everybody's entitled to their opinion."
I mean, unless you're smoking a crappy cigar, then maybe you're not welcome.
Then you got
you gotta go.
We might all agree on that.
Yeah, you gotta go at that point. You gotta go.
Unified.
Stay.
That's unified.
You're out of here. You gotta go. Yeah.
We like it. We like it. And I'll tell you what, I mean, we have some episodes coming up around sport because it's football season.
Yeah.
Yay. But there are many heated topics that people agree on. There are many things that people are passionate about.
Yes.
Politics, sport, all of that. So all the current events, you could have a really passionate opinion about.
Yes.
Really passionate opinion about. So,
but I would much rather you argue with me over football.
correct.
I'll take that argument.
Who I'm voting for.
Race. Stay away from race.
I'll
Stay away from race.
Yeah. I will
Stay away from race.
All that.
Politics, race,
sexism, stay like just
Correct.
all
Yeah,
the isms.
sexuality.
All the
Yeah.
isms. Just stay away from all the isms.
That's in the show. Bye.
No,
There's
isms.
no isms in the lounge.
Mhm.
Yeah, that should be a song.
We need to have that shirt.
Some bars. Some bars going with
No.
that.
But it's true though, because again, you want to make everybody feel welcome, everybody comfortable, and you bring an ism in, somebody's going to feel uncomfortable.
Ruins the whole
Just
vibe.
the air
Yeah,
gets thicker.
Correct.
It's just yucky.
Especially if you have alcohol involved. In
Ooh-wee.
lounges,
Yeah.
you know, on Ohio, it's always BYOB. This side of the river, you can buy drinks. So there's always some form of liquor and spirits involved with smoking, and that just
Bourbon.
That liquid courage.
man, listen,
That liquid courage.
yes, just it does too much.
Yep.
It
Yes.
does too
Yep.
much for people. Yeah,
Because some people can't handle their spirits.
they cannot, and I don't want to see you get hurt in the parking lot of some
Yeah.
venue because you said something stupid and someone waited for you.
Right.
Because we are still human.
Right.
You
Right.
know, I think we are. Cigar smokers are a different caliber of human. I'm gonna say
For
it.
the most part.
For the most
For
part,
the most part.
you know,
We are special.
we are on a high horse, but there is still stupidity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because we are human.
there's still emotion. There's still irrational thinking at times, especially when
Yeah.
alcohol's involved.
Yes.
But I do agree that cigar folks, for the most part, we're different. We're different.
We look out for each other
Yes.
quite often.
Absolutely.
I've been in a lounge where a guy has said, "Let me walk you to your car because this person has offended you somehow. Let me walk you to your car." Or, "Don't get in your car yet." You know, so I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And we talked about the strength of women, but, men are inherently protectors, providers. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that you may not have been to my house, but you see me at this lounge regularly, and you're looking out
Right.
for me.
Right.
You're keeping an eye out for me because somebody didn't know how to act, or they don't know they're offending me in some way. They got the isms.
I have regulars that will, that if they know I'm going to be working late, they'll stick around
Yes.
just
Yeah.
to make sure that I get to the car okay, because I don't park close to the building. So they'll wait. They'll be like, "Where are you good?" Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
That's very sweet when you gentlemen
Just
do
because they're
that.
strong doesn't mean we don't want you to be
Stronger.
who you are.
Right.
Yes.
You are apparently, or lift us up in some way. So we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Because there's some crazy people out here. We learned that this week.
Oh,
we learned that.
Goodness.
There
There's
definitely are.
crazy people both sides of the aisle. I mean, it's
Oh.
just crazy
There's
people
just
are
crazy
just
people, period.
wrong is wrong, crazy is crazy, right? So, and we're all human,
Right.
and everybody's life is valuable.
And right to that point, I was going to say,
Everybody.
I think I can say it for all of us that we by no means condone any of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Any of that,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
any of the violence, because we do have the right to freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
We can say whatever we think, feel, even when not everybody agrees with it,
Right.
even when it makes other people uncomfortable.
Right.
We still have that right.
Yeah.
We may not agree with them with what they say.
Yeah.
We may think that what they said is incredibly foul,
But they still have the right
but
to
they
say
still
it.
have the right to say it.
No one has a right to take a life
No one, right?
That part.
unless you're defending yourself.
Unless you're
Yes.
defending yourself. Yeah.
It's a different
I'll
ball
put a cat
game.
in. I'll put a cat in.
That's a different ball game. I got to cut you.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you'll cut somebody.
You know.
Funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely wanted to say that because, again, while we may not agree with what people say, think, or feel, we're not the judge, jury, and executioner. We
Absolutely.
don't have that. That is a higher power. That is not our decision to make.
We just want to have fun, put some people together, and smoke some cigars, and watch some football.
That part,
Maybe drink a little bourbon, a little
Little
tequila.
bourbon, little something.
right?
That's it. Just want to get some people together and smoke.
Yeah, just want to breathe easier. That's
Mhm.
all. Like after the week, because
Yeah.
we've been having some weeks here, folks.
There's just
Life has been lifing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't invade my queen space. Don't take my queen space.
I like that. Yes, that's yes.
Love that.
Ari, Yeah.
love that.
It's a great song. And that's what it's all about. Like once the weekend, and I've been all over town doing whatever it is that I'm doing.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Don't take a queen space.
Leave me alone in my energy.
Right.
Let me cook.
That was
Right.
2 words. That was 2 words. Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
1 word.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Run it together.
Yeah. You need that on the shirt. Leave me alone.
Right.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone with your isms.
We do advocate about it. Never going away. Never. We love it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So what other topics, isms? We talk a lot about the sexy stuff that is offensive to women. We talk a lot about that can ruin a good time. People may tend to differ, because they're talking about cigar in your mouth, or and that creates a lot of like, what do I say? What do I say to you?
Yeah.
You got a wedding band talking about my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, what's
I'm sorry, say that part again.
wedding band and talking about my mouth?
Right.
The math ain't math.
Yeah, I don't get it. There's a lot of isms. Leave those at home.
I like to watch that cigar in your mouth. I mean, that's no different than Deliverance when he's telling Burt Reynolds that he's got a purty mouth.
Sure are.
Yeah, you got a purty mouth.
Purty mouth.
Sure are.
Sir.
Sure are.
Oh, I love you all.
Yes.
So I was watching a live, maybe this week, last week, I don't know, it all runs together, where they were talking about appropriate attire at a lounge.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Depends on the lounge.
That was my first statement.
Is
Yeah.
there a dress code for the lounge? Wait a minute now. We just talked about freedom of choice.
Right?
If I want my tits out, I'll have my tits out.
Right?
But don't expect somebody not to look at your tits.
That was also said during the show.
Yeah.
That was also said. They said, don't come in wearing a deep V and not expect to get hollered at.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect folks to ignore it.
I get that, but I'm kind of on the fence, because it's almost like you say, this might be an extreme example. I don't know. I'll apologize for it later. But you say, well, so-and-so was harassed at work, or this person was raped.
What was she wearing?
What was she wearing?
Huh? Victim blaming.
I want to wear whatever I want to wear.
We do dress for ourselves, I think, for the most part.
I'm not
Oh my
dressing
gosh,
for you. So
Yeah.
get in line. Get yourself together.
That was also brought up.
Learn how to behave.
There were both men and women on the show talking about it.
Okay.
And, it was actually said by a gentleman. Can't you control yourself?
Yeah.
Can't you control yourself?
It is human nature to look at what we find attractive.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
Or just watch people. I love people watching.
don't
People
cross
watching
that
is my
line.
favorite sport.
Don't cross that line.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, don't be
But it's
Your
Your
mom
mama
is going to touch you.
Yes. Some basic
Your
respect.
mama, your daddy, somebody.
I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to have to clap back.
Yeah, don't be
And it's not always
disrespectful.
pretty. And then that ruins the vibe.
Correct.
You killed the energy.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
killed the energy.
You've killed it.
But yeah, they were talking about there are some lounges that do have dress codes, but they're like the higher end.
Jackets for men.
Correct.
I
Correct.
might get that, because there's certain restaurants. That's since COVID, all of that has been a little more lenient.
Yes.
Right.
People just aren't dressing like that. They're not dressing like that for work.
Right.
And that's like the most conservative place you could ever go is your job. So I think when we had COVID and people started working from home and they went back, they were business casual. They were khakis and Oxford shirts.
I mean, we
Type
can't get
of
folks out of
uniform.
their bonnets and house slippers and pajamas to go to the store.
Right.
Musta, that's
Stop
the pet
it.
peeve
Stop
for
it.
me.
All of you.
Yes. Why do
Stop
you
it.
have a bonnet on?
Why are your house shoes out of the house?
Yes.
So my thing with the bonnet is find a scarf.
Like a cool
A beautiful
wrap,
scarf.
Yes.
wrap.
There's so many head wrap options.
Yes.
out
It has the same purpose,
Yeah.
but it looks put together.
Yes.
And what I don't think people understand is you don't know who you're going to run into when you walk out that door
Right.
every day. I could meet my next employer. I could meet an investor for a business.
Yeah.
Like I could meet anybody, especially in the lounge space. The lounge space is full of
Networking opportunities.
through and through. And you can't come into a lounge looking tore up flora.
No.
It's just not a good look. It's not a good representation. Now, I'm not saying there are days that I don't show up in my sweats. Somebody show up in my sweats, but I'm not wearing a bonnet, and I don't have house shoes on.
No.
So, I mean, it's
That's
like
a life skill lesson.
it's
right?
like
It's
a no makeup day.
lifestyle lesson.
That's another check the temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check the temperature of where you're at, who you're with, what's going on. I mean,
Sometimes if I go somewhere new, like a restaurant or a club or whatever, I like get on their website to see
right. Where the patrons wear.
Oh, girl,
what do you wear there.
I'm a research girl.
Place visit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm the research girl when I'm going out, so I'll look up the menu long before I'm in the spot because I know I'm indecisive. And it takes me forever to figure out what I want to eat. So I know before I walk in the door because I've already read the menu and looked at all the pictures. And,
That's a pet peeve for me if I go out to eat with somebody and they're asking like the 16-year-old server like what to get.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, first of all, it's a menu. And
Right.
most likely the menu has a description of it. If you can read,
Correct.
there's a description
Correct.
of the dish.
And that 16-year-old doesn't eat. the way
And they
you
don't care.
They ate
They're
chicken
gonna be
nuggets
like,
for
yeah,
lunch.
They ate
good.
chicken
chicken nuggets for lunch.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
Yeah, people order it a lot.
They be
It's
down
like,
in some
wait
shape.
on you. Wait to
Yeah.
like take your order.
But
What
you
would
can,
you get?
with that research though, you can go into like
Yeah,
a cocktail.
mama.
If you're paying $15 minimum for an old fashioned, you know maybe cutoffs aren't your best look for
Right.
that place that you're going.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's the
Excellent
price
point.
point for the menu. Absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent point.
You can go get those dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets somewhere.
Yum.
Which, I don't mind. There's a time and place for
Shout out
everything.
to my grandson. Shout out to him.
And smiley face potato.
Man, I eat those leftovers. If he leaves like one or two on the plate, Gigi's got it. I'm eating the dinosaur nugget. He's a nugget kind of guy.
And then your cutoffs are appropriate for that.
Then my cutoffs are for
Yes,
Gigi and
right.
Granny. So yeah.
That's funny.
Good stuff. So yeah. So when we talk about politics and we talk about bipartisan things, let's talk about how we incorporated. Tell the people how we incorporated cigars in a lovely fundraiser. I think it would be good to tell the people. The people.
Absolutely. I mean, we have.
It's a great idea.
I feel like we have a responsibility to support community and
Yes.
support folks
Definitely.
running for whatever office, in whatever capacity that we can, because this is our language. We have used the cigar space to help draw people in,
Yeah.
teach them, invite them into the community through pop-up events.
To hear what the candidates have
right,
to say.
including candidate fundraisers.
Yeah, it's been great. The people, it was really great.
Absolutely.
Really great.
Absolutely.
The people. Yep. Yeah.
love that.
So it wasn't just we had an event. We had the cigars there for folks. We had several council members. We had several folks that are running for office in our town. There's going to be like a lot of open seats.
As well as state level.
State level as well. And it's kind of rare around here. Maybe like if you're up in DC, it's not to do a sip and smoke
Right.
fundraiser, but people enjoyed it so much because it was different. It wasn't the same old stuffy thing
Right.
that you go, you write your check, and you might eat like a little small bite, and you're
Right.
just mingling around. Maybe there's music, maybe not, but we had great. Shout out to DJ Pillow.
Absolutely.
We had a great DJ, played some beats for us. We had the cigar patio going, thanks to you, smoking. But it was just something different. And we had candidates both sides of the aisle, slide through.
Absolutely.
It was great. So that was a unifying thing for a great cause. Public schools is always a great cause. And people that support our children in public schools, for sure. So I think that sharing this with the people, something different,
Absolutely.
with a little political twist, is worth it.
I mean,
it's worth the time.
I encourage folks to be involved because it's one thing to sit in a lounge and have those debates and conversations about how you feel about who's doing what.
Right.
But if you're not actively involved in supporting those folks that are making the changes that you want to see, I need you to to be quiet.
That part.
I need your voice carries no weight if you are not actively involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether it's voting, voter registration, campaigning with someone, supporting those candidates that you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a responsibility for that.
Absolutely.
And I get real turned off real quick if somebody has a monologue of things to say.
They're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And they didn't vote.
Yeah.
Right. Did you vote the last election? No. Are you voting in November? No. Did you vote in May?
Not even registered.
I need you to be quiet.
Yeah. There's a lot of older people, like grown ass people that are not registered to vote, and I don't understand it.
I don't
'cause
understand
I
it.
just would die if I didn't have the opportunity. I mean, well,
Definitely.
as a black woman,
Yes.
if I'm not voting, that's just crazy.
That's the hardest part for me
They
is
stick their dogs on our people.
to
Vote.
hear folks in the Black community or any marginalized community, to be honest, say that they don't vote or they're not going to vote because they don't think that their vote will count. They don't think that their vote matters. Here's the thing. If our vote didn't matter, they wouldn't fight so hard to keep it away.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't fight so
Right.
hard. They wouldn't give us flaming hurdles and hoops.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do all this if it didn't matter.
Right. Now I hear a lot of young people, which is unfortunate, and you have adult children,
Mm-hmm.
is that they don't vote because it, like you said, it doesn't matter. This is the most divisive we've been probably since the civil rights era
Most definitely.
in this
Most
country. And I think there are certain populations of people that just are like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just not going to do it because it is so crazy right now. It's so divided, and so there's so many crazy opinions, and we have this cult that's infiltrated our government. So it's really, they just leave it alone. They just leave it alone. And
Right.
young people, please, you should vote. Make a difference. Make a difference.
So as many times as you scroll through TikTok, through Instagram,
Right.
scroll through some reputable
Yes.
news sources.
Say
Yes.
that part again.
Reputable
Yes.
news sources. You can find information on your phone that you're on all the time, because I know, because I have three of them.
Yeah.
You can find that information to feel confident and secure in your opinion and vote.
Yes.
And it is your responsibility as an adult in this United States of America to let
I
your
encourage people to go to open meetings at the city hall.
Right.
Go speak.
Ask
Go,
questions.
you get your time as a citizen. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that.
Absolutely. I remember when my daughter voted for the very first time. It was a presidential election,
Mm-hmm.
and we went together, and she was so she stood up taller. She was so proud of herself,
Empowered.
and we had a great time having that experience together. And now she votes every time.
Yeah.
She's like,
Love
"Mom, I'm going to go vote. Are you going to go vote?" And sometimes we manage to sync our schedules to do it together, but not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's vital.
You have to.
It's vital, especially for the young generation. It is vital.
Being
Because-
passive doesn't solve problems.
Well, here's the thing. All of these decisions are going to affect you the longest.
We're going to be dead gone.
They're going to affect you the longest.
Right.
We're going to be dead
You're
gone.
right.
So somebody's got to
Right.
take the reign.
You have to take ownership of your future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before somebody else takes ownership of it for you.
Mm-hmm. We don't want that. Freedom ain't free,
Correct.
right? So keep an eye on things. Keep an eye on things.
And each other.
And each other. Take care of each other.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, because, life be life and things can get stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even turn on the news anymore because
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot. And I just hear enough around me. Now, if I hear something that I don't believe, understand, or, like I'm questioning, I will look up information.
Dive a
But
little deeper.
I can't allow the news to infiltrate my
Yeah.
It's
head.
stressful.
It does affect you.
Yeah,
It
it's
does.
very stressful.
You
Man.
love this country. Love this country. It is stressful. It is stressful.
I get picked on at the shop all the time because they like horror movies. Not a fan. Don't like horror movies.
I love them.
I don't at all. I don't like horror movies at all, and I've been forced at the shop to watch them. And I tell folks all the time, if I wanted to be scared, I would turn on the news. That's
Scary.
I don't watch make believe to be scared to my core. I'll turn on the damn news.
There are books that I have stopped reading, biographies of certain people. I've had to stop reading because crazy, and I'm like, oh my god, this is scary. I'm not reading this. This is scary for our country. And shows that the Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, yeah, I won't watch that show.
Oh my god, this really
I won't
could
watch that show.
happen.
That
A
could be a
little
thing.
bit of it has happened.
I've been
So-
there numerous times. I've watched that show. I won't
Yeah.
do it.
I've
It's a lot.
watched it. But it's deep.
Yeah.
It's deep. It sparks a lot of thought, and it can be stressful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I like when we can have those conversations in a healthy way, though, like we are now. Even when you have somebody who differs on your opinion, and maybe once society like the Handmaid's Tale, well, tell me why
Yeah.
you feel you should control my uterus.
Yeah.
In a healthy way.
Why?
That's happening now. That's happening now.
Yes.
My body. It is happening. It is happening. There wasn't a single woman in that room making a decision.
Not one.
Right.
Not one.
But we're digressing. But you also have to know that person before you dive into that
Yes.
conversation,
Yes.
because you have to know whether or not that person.
Crazy.
You have to know whether or not that person can have that intelligent debate conversation of differing opinions.
And the boundaries of said conversation before
Right.
you get into it.
Correct.
Yes.
So is that like being open to other people's opinions and thoughts? Right? Like sometimes if we're set in our ways with our thoughts and opinions, we can't have that conversation because we're not open to hear something different from someone else.
That's fair.
Mhm.
That's very fair.
Just open, walk in my shoes for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's part of it.
I think it's nice to gain other perspectives.
Yes.
It's definitely nice to gain
Yes.
other perspectives.
Yeah.
Even if I think your perspective is, what's a nice word for stupid? What is a nice word? I'm trying to be very diplomatic right now. What is a nice word for stupid? Okay. I mean, chat
Uninformed.
Uninformed. Say that in a healthier way.
Uninformed.
That's a nice
And
word.
you have this opinion about something, but you don't have all the information that are factual. You are uninformed.
Yes. As long as it's not outlandish and hurtful,
It could be.
it could be. But I'm going to need you to say it in a way that's
It could be.
okay.
Right. Because I want to hear what you have to say. You're another human
Right.
being.
So that's the thing. I always want to
Hear
hear
what
what somebody else says. At the end of the day, I do want to know why you think the
Your
way
thought
you
process
think.
is
Right. I need to understand that.
Yeah.
Like let's
break
figure
it
out.
down.
Sometimes you don't get it.
Let's figure out what the breakdown is.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
that
therapy.
can work.
That's talking therapy.
Let's figure out what that
Talking
breakdown is.
therapy.
I mean, I can figure out where somebody else's breakdown is. I don't have to share it with them.
Right.
But
Now I know you.
now I know.
Right.
Now I know.
You know who? Yeah.
Right.
Now I know.
Now
how to
I
talk
know.
to you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Some people you need to wear kid gloves.
Correct.
with them. And, some people you can be very, very direct.
Yeah.
And finding that balance is definitely key.
Yeah.
Not just in the lounge, but in life itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because once, if I find out you're on a different, I don't know, spectrum, wavelength, I want to be prepared.
Yeah. That's going to dictate how I engage with you.
Moving forward.
These are great
For
communication
both
strategies.
For
like-
both of us.
For my comfort and yours.
Yeah. And the lounge and the vibe.
Correct. Correct.
You said somebody else that has some ridiculous ideas. They're not factual.
Correct.
They're not based in truth. So
No, based on opinion.
yeah, so that's
Yeah.
the crazy person that yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I don't agree with news being on in the shop, because not all news outlets are news.
Yes.
So you guys drop in the chat. News, no news. Drop it in. Let us know.
So a lot of folks said news, but no sound.
I'm okay with just the little subtitles
Subtitles.
coming across. It is news,
Yeah.
but we're so divided now. Before it was like all news was news, right? But now it's like, okay, is it Fox News? Is it CNN News? Like, whose news is it?
And what is your narrative?
What is your narrative?
Yeah, what is your narrative
news?
behind that? Like,
So when you talk about reputable, there used to be, you could pinpoint, say the New York Times,
Correct.
reputable,
Correct.
right? Or like this network is reputable.
I was like, who you
But
trying
it
to
got
get a vote
so
for?
divided on both sides of the aisle that some news is strictly for some folks.
I want
to believe.
Yes.
Other news is for some folks.
I want accurate facts.
Right.
I don't want you to implement your opinion, feelings, and thoughts into reporting the facts.
Or, I mean, we see this now, that non-factual information is news for some networks.
Correct.
We see it.
Correct.
We're like, that's not right.
It's fake news.
But it's on, it's fake news. It's on. It's on. It's on. So
Yes, but depending
I'm
on
a hard no. I'm a no news girl.
Yes.
I'm a no news.
No news.
Because I don't want to be in the lounge and look up and you've got news on with no sound and subtitles and half the stuff is hate. It's filled with hate.
Correct.
It's
Correct.
fueling hate in our beautiful show.
That's what I do.
We want to thank you all for joining us today. And I
Guys,
hope that
handle-
this has sparked you to drop some information in the chat and to participate.
Yes.
And just let us know. We're ready.
And we are a safe space.
We're ready.
We are a safe space.
We're ready to hear what you have to say. We know this was a touchy topic. We want to be neutral, and we want to hear what everybody has to say because it's only fair.
Yes.
Speech is free.
Neutral for this purpose.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
this needs to be a neutral zone.
This needs to be a neutral.
How I
zone.
feel, think, and believe outside of here, that's for me.
That's none of your business.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't believe that I need to share that with everybody.
Right.
But if you ask me,
I'm going to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
just be ready.
we can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk. This one for sure.
Love conversations.
Cigar conversation.
Something like that.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna end the show.
That's that Dominican filler coming out now. The baking spices.
The baking spices are coming out. So we want to thank you for joining us.
Until next time.
Take care.